Here's another thing. I told you about my identity. Here you go. I told you 1.77. 23 chromosomes. You know the big thing? 777 means perfection. And of course, 1 means one, the one. The one. Okay? The one. And it says here, a labor of love is not a job. It is a pleasure. And natural. And a path to living. I wish I could follow that every day. Every single day. And of course, there's the Nehushtan. Can't take this from me. This is the beauty of it. Man. Can't take this from me. More. Huh. Okay. Here's another poem real quick. This was on 11/16. I can remember just how the ground shook. Come inside and take a look. Me in this little book. God met me by a brook. I can remember just how the ground shook. I remember how my soul looked. It's not a bad thing. To be honest, it's a mad thing. Too unreal to describe, to understand what's happening. Swarmed by the Vatican. I heard it on the radio. Search for the boy who wears the sunglasses at night. There was a van. There were trucks looking for me where I was. I was running covered all in blood, wiping my face covered in mud. How did I cut my thumb? The snake bit my arm and it turned numb and brought me to my knees. 30 minutes later, I was on the ground praying while I bleed. Lazarus, come forth. Osiris came to me. I rose to my feet. Green man. Now he's heading to the west now. This also talks about how, the tiara of the Vatican that the popes wear. It's an actual Faraday cage. Kind of looks like the U.S. Capitol. Why I mention and that right there. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Let me see what else I have here. Door, DK. And of course, the name of Christ means crystal. I won't say it again. There's so many properties of crystal, and possibly the crystal skull. Who knows? More madness with numbers, what I was doing, I have no idea. I have no clue. I'm sure it had some kind of significance in life. Okay, here's some more poetry. This was on 1/18/21. Now I sit here alone, but all I hear is noise. I can't seem to find silence. I can't find peace. I can't find no one. I can't find me. Do you know my pain, hiding secrets I can't hide away? The more I spoke once, I was flat out ignored. My mother called me crazy. I tried once to tell her that the day I was covered in that mud, on the ground crying, covered in blood, I told her to look up, the raven was flying above. She humiliated me. I showed her my right arm. She took pictures and was going to call the police. I was fighting with God chased by the Vatican, I told her. Like a flick of the switch. I was in a different dimension. Things had switched. Vans, trailers in front of me. Cars. I was the one. I was the one who wore my sunglasses at night. Lucky left eye. The scales fell from my eyes. And then I had sight. But who can I tell? Who can I tell? So, one wrong word, and I'll end up in hell. What else does it say here? How could it be me, I said. I was told my memory was wiped clean. So here I am. How am I part of God's plan? It just goes on and on. There's many ways to see things, I said. Physically, mentally, metaphorically, allegorically. Look inside you, and when you look out, see. Look up and down when the clouds see. See the form of them. I could tell you you're surrounded by angels in the sky. You have ones next to you, guarding your side. What you can't see is more real than the veiled reality you're in. Transcend, understand what time is. It's a prison you can't get out of. Watch the time, mark it, exact. Everything is frequency, the essence. Your higher mind, walk the straight way. Narrow is the way, climb the ladder to heaven. When you open up your eye that God gave to you, don't try opening it any other way than the way God showed to you. Be you, nobody else. Be grateful for what you have. God can take it away and give it to somebody else. When you find that you are chosen, take it and run. Be a shooting star. Don't look back. Stay young. Take the back streets sometimes. Never obsess over your thoughts. Take everything captive. I was told to write all these essays of God's love, to receive the garments of light, which is an Enochian letter and magic. And that's what I was doing. I was writing actual things that coincided with the Enochian letters and Enochian essays and things like that, and just magic. Okay, the one who holds the 7 stars in his right hand. I had to stop, breathe. Can it be me? Can it be true? I've been a stranger, forgotten, stranded for my truth. I have no one. On the other hand, I have quiet angels that watch every stand. My purpose. Why can't I understand who I am? They said you were a king a long time ago. Now look at me. I got holes in my socks. I haven't showered in a week. My mind is weak. A week. My right arm is broke. My spirit is weak. I cry out to my mother and father. Lord, please give me some strength. When all hope is lost, I can feel it somewhere far away. and they're cheering me on. I have to learn obedience and thank God for my pain. The pen, the paper. And then I'll comfortably sing. One day, I'll tell you what I learned. And I'll tell you what I learned to say. Hosanna in the highest. Make room. Prepare the way. Your prince is on his way. Here you go, guys. I mean, there's so much more. I don't have the time. But apparently I did, apparently I did at one point. I don't know what I was doing, but I mean, look, it's crazy. It is crazy. New Jerusalem. That was on 121. Wow, that's 4 years ago. Wow.